right, we should be connecting. Right. Okay. All right. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Glad you guys could join us on a Saturday. Very sorry and apologies for the slight delay. We are 5 to 7 minutes behind time. We had a bit of a technical issue, like anything that happens during the world of life. When there's an issue, there's an issue lah. When there's anything that will happen, it will happen, right? So we had a bit of an issue, but we are actually now live. So don't worry about it. We will be coming on soon. All right. So I'm just gonna wait for about 2 minutes for some of you guys to join in before we actually start the session. All right. All right. Somebody asked me, why do I look 18? Thank you very much for the compliment. I don't look 18. I'm sorry, I can't deny it. I actually look 24. Okay, all right. So we're gonna wait for 1 more minute, and we will onboard our 2 guests today. So today we're gonna be doing a community expert sharing, and the title that they chose was, "Do we save our business or do we save our staff?" Oh wow, that seems like a very, very hard topic, right? It's about, do we choose one or the other? Now, it's not so gloom and doom as the title actually states. It is actually a very, very big decision that all of us have to take. And with the CMCO now, and we're all going back to normal, and everything is lifting back again, we really have to think about this topic of, how do we actually stay safe? Is social distancing enough? Is just wearing masks enough? Are all these measures enough to help protect us and the environment from a continuous pandemic effect? So most of us now are thinking, should we let our staff go back to work? Or should we continue for them to work from home? But the question is that not all of us are in a business that can allow our staff to be at home all the time, right? So what do we do? So this is the big question here. Do we save our business and let everybody go back to work? Or do we save our staff? But then if we save our staff, what about our business, right? So we're going to start now, and I'm going to bring our guests today in our panel. And let me see if they are here. Yes, they are here. I'm going to welcoming both Samantha and Jasmine. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Everyone.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Awesome. Yeah. So Jasmine and Samantha are both from Love Earth, and Love Earth is a organic products. How would I say? Supplier, distributor, manufacturer. Samantha, could you maybe share a little bit about Love Earth for us, please?
Okay, we have actually been in the market for around 9 years for now, distributing organic and natural and healthy lifestyle food products to basically a lot of supermarkets and pharmacies, so including Aeon, Tesco, Village Grocer, Jaya Grocer, Watsons, and all these places. So we're trying to provide more healthy food to many people. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm you know what, before I met you probably about, what was it, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I was eating your nuts. Sorry, that doesn't sound right. I was eating your almonds,
Yeah.
right? And I didn't even realize it was from Love Earth. So yeah, so it's really amazing to have you guys now sharing with us.
Thank you so much for the support.
No problem. And Jasmine, right?
Hey,
Thank you
yes.
for joining us as well. Maybe could you introduce yourself a little bit. What do you do?
Yes, of course. So, a short introduction about myself. So, I actually graduated from this Iowa State University in the States with a major in dietetics and food science. So, I have just 5 years of experience in nutrition field, practicing in a retirement center, in the clinical settings, and even functional food industry. And now I'm working in Love Earth as a nutritionist. So, what I do normally is I write posts, health related posts, articles, and then I also do health talks. I do internet trainings, product Q&A, and also in the past and even in the present, I do some health consultations. So yeah, so basically anything about health or even healthy food products, diet, anything you want to know about yourself, your body, you can just ask me.
Awesome. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us. Somebody made a comment here. I don't know who it is, but he's saying that are you guys running a beauty contest? So I wanna take that as a compliment. Right? I want to take that as a compliment that I'm just as gorgeous and lovely as you guys. Yeah. All right. Okay. So now, while everybody or every webinar that is out there today is talking about, how to innovate your business, how to save your business, what is MCO? Lawyers talking about how to protect your employees or protect your employers and all that. We chose this topic today about health.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think that this topic of health is just as or probably more important than every other topic out there with regards to this situation in the pandemic?
To be honest, I would say because we ourselves were running a business, and it was really in a dilemma because we wanted our operation to fully operate in order to handle our expenses and all. But at the other hand, we are actually worried as well if our staff are actually safe or are they able to cope with this whole thing and all. So it's actually our dilemma that we didn't know what to do. So at the end of the day, it turns out that the Jasmine actually told us that the main thing is actually to be healthy. And if let's say you have that immunity, it's not something that you will need to worry. Yeah. So like Jasmine also mentioned, your health is actually like a business. You'll need to really take good care of your health. Because if today you have your business, but if you don't really jaga your health, then you got nothing as well at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also our body works like a factory. We will need to really like handle each and every department properly, as in like different nutrition, different things that we will need to take care. Yeah. So that is why we thought that, hey, at the end of the day, yes, business is very important. We need to pivot. We need to like what Jonathan always teaches, that we need to pivot. We need to look at the situation and all. But at the end, we'll need to come back to these very, very ground rules that like Raymond and Jonathan, you both are actually exercising every day.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is one of the reasons like why should we actually take good care of our health. So we thought that this is something probably we'll need to share and to let everyone know. Yeah.
Awesome. I lost 7 kilos. Can see.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
good. Wow.
I gained 7 kilos, Raymond. With my baby.
Okay, you are different now, right? You are different, right? You can't really compare.
Okay.
So it is one of the things I truly feel in my heart is really that in every business that we do, everything at all, it always centers around health. And that was the reason why I asked you guys to come on this show and really to educate everybody, because I truly feel that, regardless of anything that we try to do in life, if we don't have health, then nothing matters, right? We can't operate 100%. We can't even operate at all if we don't have health as a center of everything. And even this whole situation or this whole pandemic, right? I don't know. And maybe I'll go to you, Jasmine, with this question, and I'll let you talk a bit more. But
Okay.
I'm reading reports to say that, a lot of the, sorry, touch wood, and I'm really sorry to say this, but a lot of the deaths that is happening out there today are of people which are of the older, age group, or those that have certain preconditions from a
Mhm.
health perspective.
Mhm.
So the question goes to you now, Jasmine. Isn't it true that one of the best ways to fight this whole pandemic is just to have a healthy body?
Yes, exactly. So the whole thing is what I want to say is, do not be a victim of this coronavirus, not only wealth wise, but as well as health wise. Because, like you mentioned earlier, even if you have a great business, you're doing very well, and in the end of the day, if you don't have a good health, how are you gonna enjoy, right?
Mm,
So, or probably in the end of the day, like touch wood, you might need to spend the money you've been earning so hard in your health. So why not at the same time that when you're building a business, okay, you are also building your body.
yeah.
Okay, building your body doesn't mean that you just go to the gym, you just exercise, and and by the end of the day you just eat junk food, fast food, or that. Because
Mm,
if you know, the rule is 80% depends on your diet and 20% depends on exercises.
mm,
So of course
yeah.
you have to drink, stay hydrated, and then you need to sleep well. There's a lot more things that you have to take care. But yes,
Mm.
in the end of the day, you need to have a good health to enjoy, not just your money, your life, spend time with your family, a quality lifestyle.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited today. So I hear, Jasmine, that you have some tips and for us to get better in terms of our health, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pass the show a little bit to you now, right?
Okay.
You and Samantha, and please teach us.
I'll try my
Mm.
best.
Jasmine, please teach us.
I'll try my best to share whatever I have. Okay. So I'll be sharing my screen right now.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. Right. So the topic today is to save your business or your staff. So while you're in dilemma, I want to tell you good news is you can save both. Right? So are you excited?
Yes, I am.
But you don't sound excited like okay, there's no response.
Yes. Okay, so just to share with you guys, if you have any questions along the way, please do type it in the chat window. If you feel excited in the chat window because we can't really hear you guys. So just pretend to shout and say yes in the chat window, right? And we will take any questions that you guys might have, and we will definitely direct those questions to both Jasmine and Samantha. All right, over to you, Jasmine.
Okay, so looking at the screen right now, are these symptoms actually common to you? Like, have you in your life that you've experienced having fever, having headache, flu, out of breath, or even sore throat? So these symptoms might look common to you, but the bad news is these symptoms are the common symptoms that are happening to those who are infected by COVID-19, especially if you have fever, the body temperature of 37.3 degrees Celsius and above. Okay, so does this scare you a bit or no?
Sorry,
Or you
Jasmine, we
think
are still seeing slide number 1.
you still see things like number one? Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Can you see now or no?
No,
No,
we're still
no,
seeing
not yet.
the
Oh, okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
now we're seeing
Now,
slide number
now
2.
Can
you're
you
seeing
put
it.
it to the
Yeah, play and see.
presentation mode?
Yeah, I'm on the presentation mode. Can you see?
No.
No, we're seeing just the slide view.
Okay. How about
Okay.
still no?
No.
Still no.
Okay.
Never mind, we'll just do it
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
this mode. Yeah.
let's do it this mode. Okay.
Sure.
So yeah, these symptoms I mentioned earlier, that
Yeah.
it's a common symptoms that you might encounter in your life, like having fever, having headache, flu, out of breath, severe dry cough, or even sore throat. So these symptoms could be common, but are also symptoms that are happening to those who are infected by the COVID-19. So what is actually dangerous or scary part about this COVID-19 is not the symptoms itself, but before you even develop these symptoms, you might be contagious. See? So yeah, you might be contagious, and then it might take about 3 to 5 days for you to develop these symptoms, and even up to 14 days. So this is why it's very important for us to stay a distance, a social distancing right now, to not infect other people. This is why you have to wear masks. This is why you have to stay at home. So stay safe at home. So for those who've been staying at home for this whole lockdown. Really thank you that you actually helped a lot of people. Okay, so I'll be talking next is what is actually COVID-19. So COVID-19 is actually a virus that emerged from Wuhan, China. It's also zoonotic, meaning that it's transmitted from animals to human. Okay, and it's actually transmit through droplets, respiratory droplets like sneezing, coughing, even if you're sharing the same food, through salivas, kissing. So these are the way that it's being transmitted. And it's actually a novel virus, means that our body do not have the immunity to fight against this virus. So, like, even if you're having the flu, it's actually a reaction where our body is infected by viruses or bacteria. So that's why we have fever to actually fight against these viruses. But because it's novel virus, our body do not have this immunity to fight against. That's why we're infected and it became pandemic. And can even survive on surfaces up to 72 hours and infect our lungs, even respiratory, and causing respiratory failure. So in the world, we have 5.3 million confirmed cases and 339,000 deaths. And in Malaysia, as of yesterday, on the 22nd of May, we have a confirmed cases of 7,137 and 115 deaths. So yeah, it's actually a huge number. Okay, look at this. Probably it's not big enough for you to see, but looking at the map, does this look familiar to you? Any of you stay around this area?
I
PJ.
hope not.
Yes, I hope
Something
not. Yeah.
PJ ribbon.
So it's actually KL and PJ, even Ampang is now red zone, meaning a lot of people there are actually infected by this COVID-19. So it's very, very important for you to really stay at home at this moment. Try limit your activities. Okay, don't go out so often. If it's not necessary, just stay at home. Okay, because it's really, really still dangerous right now. I'd say even the number is being controlled or even it's dropping. But what we
Yeah.
want is for this to be over. Okay, we
Yeah.
don't want this to continue. So stay safe, stay at home. Okay, if you stay around this area or anyone you know stay around this area, let them know that they're actually in the red zone. So just take care and stay at home. All right, I know I've been repeating stay at home, so it shows how important it is. Okay, so actually, who are at risk or who is more susceptible to getting this infection is for those who are having immunocompromised or those who are having chronic illnesses like diabetes or heart diseases, for those who are smoking, for those who are having respiratory issues, okay, for those who are elderly, or the age of probably above 50. So just a fun fact that for those who are infected by COVID-19, the average age is actually 54. So if you or anyone that you know falls into this age group, you have to be really, really, really careful. And the last group is for those who are pregnant or those young kids, they are also at higher risk. So in the end of the day, looking at this whole groups, the similarity here is they all have weaker or low immune system. Okay.
Yeah, I do agree. Because me myself being pregnant, I actually fall sick quite a number of times. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and
I'm no experience in that.
that's very good. Yeah, that's very good. So yeah, you have to maintain that. Okay, so even if you tried so many ways to prevent this virus, like you've been washing your hands very frequently, you've been staying at home, you've been using hand sanitizer, you've been wearing masks all the time, and even touch wood at worst case, if you do get infected by this virus, you want to fall into 80% of mild cases where you get to recover as soon as possible. Then you want to be in this 2% where you might end up in an ICU or you might, at worst case, die. So you don't want that to happen. So if you actually look at the statistics for those who actually pass away from this infection, those probably having a history of chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, or even cancer, because their immune system is not able to fight against this virus. And the scary part about this whole thing is it's not the virus that kills you, but rather is when your body is fighting against this immunity, it's causing haywire, it's spreading haywire, causing damages in your body. So that's where free radicals are around to fight your body cells, your normal cells. So this is why we need nutrients like antioxidant, so vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, to actually fight against and to repair your body cell for you to be able to fight this virus. So it's not really the virus that's scary part, but it's the cause of the virus that is causing damage in your body. Okay, so in the end of the day, it's your immune system. Okay, if your immunity is strong, your immune system is strong, you can fight this virus. Even you're at this lower risk in getting these viruses. Okay, so do you know if you have a strong immune system or not? Or do you think that you're actually having a strong immune system? What do you think, Raymond? Yeah.
Okay, so
exercising a lot.
I would like to think that I do, and I think I have. So I have a couple of friends who was positively diagnosed with COVID.
Oh.
Yeah, and they were what did you call that term where there's no asymptomatic?
Asymptomatic, yeah.
Right, they were asymptomatic, no symptoms, nothing, right? No symptoms, no nothing, and then basically went for a test and tested positive, right?
Oh.
After that, went through the recovery center and came out and all is okay. And then I asked the question, right, and I reflected and all that. I says, why did they not have any symptoms and how did they recover? And I guess one of the things that struck me was these are friends which was generally very healthy. These are friends that generally they exercise regularly, they maintain a generally good diet, right? So I guess their recovery or the fact that they were asymptomatic, I am just speculating, right, has something to do with their high immunity levels.
Exactly.
Right? So yeah. So I don't know. How do I know whether I'm have good immunity or not?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, exactly. So this is something for you to know about yourself. It's a basic measurement if whether or not you know your BMI. So how do I know, or how do you know what is your BMI? There's a formula down here. So where you use your weight in kilogram and you divide it with your height in meter square. So let's say if your height is 170 cm, so you can use 1.7 meter square, and then you use your weight. Let's say it's 80 kilogram. So use 80 kilogram and divide by 1.7 times 1.7, and that's your BMI right now.
So 1. So
let's calculate now.
Yeah,
let's calculate now, guys.
Pull
up a calculator.
Pull out a calculator. Calculate your BMI.
So meters. So it's 1.76.
Yeah, and probably 2. You measured your BMI before, but BMI changes because your weight might change. So
Raymond, yours is 1.76, right?
Yes.
So it's 1.76 times 1.76.
Times 1.76. All right. Sorry. I forgot to tell you guys I didn't do well in math. So
don't worry.
Divided by my weight.
Your weight divided by your height.
So 3.0976. What is your weight?
My weight is 71.6 now.
71.6. Yeah. Okay, 71.6 divided by 3.0976. So your BMI is actually 23. Whoa, normal.
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 That's after you lost your 7 kilogram,
That's
right?
after, correct? Yes, correct.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so who of you guys did you guys manage to calculate? Who of you guys are in normal? Just go ahead and share. Who of you who are obese or severely obese? Share. Okay, never mind. Don't share. But
You can share, yeah, you can
okay,
share. But
carry on, guys.
let's say if your BMI is normal, you can just type 1, and then if you're more than 25, then you can just type 2. So that there's a reason why I asked you to do so, because I want to see how
Yeah.
many of you falls into
Yeah.
normal category and how many of you are actually beyond that.
All right.
So it'll be very, very helpful. Yeah.
So there's someone here who says that she's 17.5.
Wow, that's
So what does that mean?
That's underweight.
Underweight. Okay, eat more, Siming. Eat more.
Yeah. Eat
Right.
more. Yes.
Buy
Okay.
a burger and fries tonight.
Yeah. So the reason why I asked this question is because if you know, I'm not sure if you know that actually in Malaysia, 1 out of 2 Malaysian adults are actually overweight, meaning that 50% of Malaysian population are overweight or obese. Yes, and it's also the highest in Southeast Asia, that we are the fattest country of all.
Wow. Malaysia?
Are you proud? Yeah, Malaysia, yes.
Wow. Oh, okay. Skip.
Proud in the wrong way.
Proud in the wrong way, yes.
Yeah.
So I actually tried this one, and yes, I've seen that like in a room, like I actually tried this activity as well. 50% of those who actually raise their hands are actually overweight or more. So we have to really, keep up, stay healthy as possible. Okay, we don't want to be the champion in this way. We want it to be champion in the other way. Okay, so for those who are normal in their BMI, okay, don't be too happy yet. Because what I want to show you is you might look thin or fit, but does it mean that you're actually healthy? We don't know. So we will only be able to tell if you've taken a test or a screening to see if you have this hidden fat in your body. So this is what we call a visceral fat. So if you actually took a test before, you'll be able to know. And I'm going to review shamefully that I'm actually in a normal BMI, but I'm actually my body fat level is actually beyond normal range.
But you're so skinny.
Exactly. So that is this term where we call skinny fat.
Skinny fat? Is that even a word?
Fat. It is.
Wow.
So you might look thin, you might look slim, you might look fit, but you won't be able to tell whether you're healthy or not until you've done a test or you actually know yourself. So it doesn't mean that you look healthy, it means that you're actually healthy. So it's very, very, very important for you to do an annual checkup, okay, to track and to know yourself. It's always better to prevent anything before it happens. Okay, so but it's okay even you have not done any tests. This is something that you can do now at home. So first thing is you can check your poop.
Okay.
Yeah. Second is you get to check your nails, and thirdly you can even do an immunity assessment. So let's come to the first one in checking your poop.
Okay.
So
guys, please pay attention to this slide. Check your shit.
Check your shit, yes. If you're eating, it's okay because it's still cooking. And I try to not share the actual picture. Okay, so yeah, because whenever I had to consult someone who's suffering in chronic diseases, I had to check their shit or their poop, because that actually tells about their condition. Because whatever you eat, your body will absorb the nutritions, and then it will remove what our body do not need, the waste, through our digestive system. So it's supposed to be these two things that you need to know about your poop. One is the frequency, and the other thing is the quality. Frequency is how often do you poop. So it's supposed that you go to the toilet, or there's one bowel movement each meal. That is what we call a normal bowel movement. Because our body works as a tube. If you realize, it's a tube from your mouth all the way down to your anus. Okay,
Mhm.
so whatever goes in has to come out. So if it's stuck there, it will cause inflammation. It will cause a lot of problem. So if you don't go to toilet daily, or at least once, means that you're actually constipated. And once you're constipated, that will actually cause a lot of problems.
Mm.
Okay, so it's very important that you poop every day, or even better if you poop after every meal. So
Okay.
looking at this is the quality of your poop, how it looks, even the color. So if it actually looks like type 1 and type 2, where it's hard like a pebble, or
Mhm.
it's very firm, or even when you poop that you're actually bleeding, you're actually dehydrated or you might be constipated. But if you have a normal bowel movement or it's a healthy poop, it should look like this, like a snake. It should look smooth on the surface, or it should
Mm.
look like a corn.
Okay, so corn and snake shit
Corn
is
or
good
snake
shit,
shape.
guys.
Corn. Yeah.
Right? So watch your shit
Yes,
today.
what don't just poop white and tell. You have to look. Just
Right.
look
Look
to know
out for
yourself
snakes
better.
and look out for corn.
Corn.
Exactly. And then the last one is if you do have a soft or nugget shape, chicken nugget shape poop, or it's mushy or it's even watery, means that you're probably having problems with diarrhea.
Okay.
Okay, so it's something that you can check on your health. And the next
Awesome.
is your nails.
Thank you for
Okay.
being raw and honest.
Yes. And then the next thing is check your nails. So for those who actually did manicure, I'm sorry, but for those that you have not done, it's very good for you to check your nail because it actually tells you whether you're infected or you're actually having a nutrition deficiency. So let's say if you're having brittle nails, means that you're probably lacking of vitamin A or vitamin C, biotin, okay, or you might be suffering from hypothyroidism. So it's actually low thyroid. Or if you have yellow nails, probably you might be having diabetes, okay, even a skin problem, or it shows that it's fungus infection there, fungal growth. And if you have nail pits, okay, it's also a skin problem, okay, and if you have a vertical ridges, okay, you probably are having iron deficiency or anemia. And if you're having horizontal ridges, it means that you might having a zinc deficiency or even kidney issues. And if you have a dark mark, a lot of elder people do have this problem. Okay, means that they
Okay.
have broken blood vessels. Okay, or even they're having infections as well. So check your nails. And it's also very important that you have this moon shape here. Means that you're
Moon
getting
shape
like at the bottom here, you should have this moon shape, half moon shape.
at the bottom of
Yeah.
the.
The
If
nail.
don't have, right?
If don't have means that you need more nutrition.
Oh, okay. Me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's better that you have all your nutrition.
Mm.
Okay. And then lastly is you actually you can do this immunity test. So actually, we have this immunity assessment. Okay, where you get to check your immunity level. It's not going to diagnose you, but it's a guideline to tell you whether you're in a better immunity or if you're actually having a low immunity. So there are also signs showing that you have low immunity. So these are the 4 signs that you have to look at. First is whether you're having a cold or flu, how often do you get it? So in normal times, I mean, in average, a person can catch 2 to 3 times a year. That's normal. But anything beyond that means that you're having a low immunity. Okay, so Samantha shared this link in our live down there, so you can actually click into the link to do the assessment right now. It's probably like a minute. So you get to while you're doing that, remember to get a calculator also. Okay, to get your points to see which category you're at right now. And secondly, if you get stressed very easily, okay, that's also a sign of low immunity. Or if you feel that you're having low stamina, you feel that after you walk for 1 to 2 steps or staircase, you're actually feeling tired, lethargic is also a sign of low immunity. And also, if you are craving for sugar, it's also not a good sign. So if you're craving for sugar, there's also another thing that I like to share here is our body is full of bacteria. So there are two types of bacteria. There's a good bacteria and a bad bacteria. Okay, so the good bacteria we call it the probiotics. Okay, the bad bacteria is normal bacteria where we need antibiotics to kill them off. So good bacteria will feed on prebiotics that come from fresh fruits and vegetables. And as for bad bacteria, they feed on sugar. So if you are craving for sugar, it's actually that your body has more bad bacteria than the than the bad bacteria, and that's why they are sending signals to your brain to crave for sugar to feed them. Yeah, so if you're craving for sugar, you have to look out and you have to try to avoid eating more sugary food. Okay, go for probiotics and then get more fruits and vegetables to feed on the good bacteria, because good bacteria acts like a police in our body to fight against the diseases and infection as well.
So instead of if let's say I have a craving for chocolate cake, instead of going to eat chocolate cake, I just go to the fridge and take one kailan or celery or something and eat.
Probably you can. Yeah, probably you can coat it with just cocoa if it's a pure cocoa powder if you like it that way. Yeah, because it's not about the chocolate that it's scary. It's the sugar added into your chocolate cake. So if you're telling me that the chocolate cake has no sugar, you can still go for a chocolate cake.
All right.
Right? Okay. Or if you love chocolate, you can just go for the 100% or the bitter ones. Yeah, don't go for the sugary ones. Okay, so the next thing is, why do we even eat?
Sorry, just to alert you, Jasmine, on the time. So we want to make sure that we have about 20 minutes. So just to share with you.
Right. Okay, so next question is, why do we even eat? Right. Most of us, we eat not just to satisfy our taste bud, but also to gain energy. And what is most important is to get nutrients, because our body, like what Samantha mentioned earlier, it's a factory. So a factory, you need to have a lot of raw materials for it to process. So if you don't have any raw materials, our body won't be able to process anything. So body functions, a normal body functions, like even your walking, sleeping, breathing, even using, carrying your hand, these simple things, every movement that you're doing, every action that you're doing requires nutrients. So nutrients, not only that they provide you energy, this is what we call the macronutrients. The micronutrients like vitamins and minerals, okay, they help and plays very, very important role in your body function. And of course, fiber and water. Okay, so all nutrients, and I want to emphasize here that all nutrients are important. It's just like your business. Okay, you need every department. Every department is very important to you. You don't say that because your sales team is bringing you sales, that only the sales team is important and your account team, your HR department is not important. They are all equally important, just like all our nutrients. It's just that probably in a specific or in a special condition where probably you need to boost your immune system. This is where you probably increase your immune boosting nutrients or supplements. Just like probably when you need to market your products, this is where you need your marketing team to work longer time. Okay, so it's actually the same theory. You need all your departments to run, but sometimes you just need a certain department to work more. Okay, you cannot say that, I only need vitamin C and that's all, and you don't really care, and then you still go for junk food, or you still go for processed food, and you still go for sugary food that you don't care any other nutrients. So all you need is vitamin C, because you heard that vitamin C is boosting your immune system. It doesn't work that way. So you need all nutrients. All right? Okay, so question is, what you had for lunch?
Sarawak laksa.
Oh, wow.
I had mixed vegetables. Very healthy.
Okay, so I'm going to share what I had also. So I had rice, like mixed rice with vegetables and chicken. Yeah, so it's shouldn't be it's oh, okay lah. I added some curry sauce onto it also. So if you can, for those who are looking, I would like to know what you had for lunch as well. If you can share with me, just comment so that I know what you all had for lunch.
So, interesting, whoever that said that. Yeah. Okay. I think it got disconnected for a little while.
Yeah. I was disconnected.
Yeah. So we're back.
Okay.
Okay. So we're getting people commenting sandwich and apples, fried fish and steamed egg, nasi lemak rendang, meat for
Wow.
champions.
Meat for champions.
Yeah, horse meat. Somebody said horse meat.
Is that even legal?
I don't know, man. Okay, so what about lunch?
Okay, what about lunch? So what I want to say is it's very important to have a balanced diet for you to get all nutrients at once. So what is the formula of getting a balanced diet is on your plate, you get 50% fruits and vegetables, okay, a quarter of it of a high quality or lean proteins, okay, and 25% of quarter is healthy grain. So if you have this every day, every meal, you'll be able to get a balanced diet. To be able to get all nutrients that you want that your body requires. And of course, water is very important. Try to avoid getting sugary beverages. Okay, try to go for just plain water, plain tea, plain coffee. Right. So that's this.
So what is grains? So grains is
like
nuts,
rice,
rice,
like rice.
pasta. Is pasta considered grains?
Yes. Yeah. Like grains.
Okay.
So, but then whenever you go for grains, make sure that you go for whole grains. Like instead of white rice, you can go for brown rice.
Yeah.
Red rice. Yeah. And then even mixed green rice is also very good. Okay. And for proteins, if you're vegetarians, there are also a lot of vegetables that are high in protein as well. Beans, nuts, legumes. They're actually very, very good quality proteins. Okay. And also a tip here, if you're actually suffering from gout, okay, so it's important to know that you should limit on taking meat, especially red meat, and go for more fruits and vegetables.
This is the plate of suku separo, the one that our government actually encourage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Suku, quarter and half, which is fruits and vegetables. All right. Okay.
Yeah, separo is fruits and vegetables. So suku protein, suku grain. Okay. So, but this is usually what we eat. Okay. So this is a suggestion on how you can eat healthier. So instead of getting a plain roti canai, okay, and you get 10 grams of fat from that, you can actually opt for toasty or even naan or chapati. Okay. And instead of getting fried chicken, you can go for a tandoori chicken. Okay, you can save 200 calories there.
Okay. Cool.
All right. And instead of getting a fried rice with dried chicken, that actually sums up to 1,000 calories and 54 grams of fat there. Okay, you can go for economy rice. So there's a tips on when you go for economy rice here. So what I usually do is when I get a plate, instead of getting white rice to top it full, I should get an empty plate first. I walk to the end and get the vegetables. I make sure that my whole plate, half of it is full of vegetables. And usually I go for 2 types of vegetables. And then after that, I'll go for my proteins. And only the balance, the space there, I'll ask them to add rice, or sometimes I just go without rice.
Mm.
So because when you go for economy rice and you take a plate and then you have all the rice on it, right? You don't have space for other dishes. So you want to just go for just one or two dishes. But in that way, you won't be able to get more nutrients. So what you want is, while we're eating, since we're eating anyway, why not we eat in a more quality way? So by adding a variety there. So this is the tips here. When you get a plate, you just go for your vegetables first, and then you add proteins in your rice at the end. So this is also a way to go. And of course, when you're having breakfast, instead of just getting a white toast, you can actually go for a wholemeal bread, and then you can add eggs, you can add your tomatoes and your lettuce to make it more nutritious.
Okay.
And if you're going for fruits, instead of going for canned fruits or probably a dessert with the fruits inside, go for fruits that are fresh or seasonal. It will be better. And then don't just eat one type of fruits. Okay, you make sure that you eat a rainbow. It's much better. Okay, and then looking at this slide here, how many of these vitamins and minerals are actually included in your diet? So vitamin A, D, E, C, B6, zinc, iron, and selenium are actually minerals. Okay, so why do I specifically mention these vitamins is because it's very crucial in this moment that these are immune boosting nutrients. Okay, so if you want to boost your immune system or immunity, these are the nutrients that you need. So foods that are high in vitamin A, vitamin C, okay, they're actually fruits and vegetables. Okay, vitamin D, you can get it from eggs, mushroom, or salmon, or you just go out and go under the sun. Okay, vitamin E is high in nuts. Okay, vitamin B6, it's a combination of your vegetables and also your meat, like salmon, your potatoes also. So zinc, it's mostly from proteins or like legumes. Okay, iron are very high in your nuts and also greens. And lastly is the selenium. So these are very, very important for you to boost your immune system.
Okay, so do we need all this in every meal, or do we just need to have this balance throughout the day?
Balance throughout the day.
Okay.
It's a good
And
question.
how long, let's say if I want to go in the sun to get vitamin D, is there a specific time of the day, or how
Yes.
long?
Yes,
Do I
it's
just
better.
lie down on my porch and and get the sun for like 3 hours? What is a good timing?
Okay, yeah, the good time to go under the sun is before 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Before 9.
Yeah, before 9. That's where you have the least UV, and then because you don't want to get the UV to be affected, and then you can go probably like 15 to 20 minutes. That's good enough.
That's good enough, huh? 15, 20
That's good
minutes
enough.
before 9 o'clock. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Okay. And
Awesome.
yes, what is in your pantry, whether it's at home or in your office?
None of this.
None of
Really, Raymond? That's good.
Well, except the Maggie cup lah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I understand why it's not Maggi because it's not Maggie. Okay. So probably in your pantry you have 3-in-1 coffee. You have white sugar. You have probably tea. Some might even have bubble tea, milk tea. Okay. Full cream milk, Milo. Okay. And then creamer or yes, Nutella. And yes, I know that a lot might have freckles with sugar. Okay, so these are processed food, or I'd say, it's a processed food that have a very minimal amount of nutritional value. Okay, it doesn't really give you a lot of nutrients, rather than giving you a lot of calories. Okay, so since you'll be getting the calories, okay, and it's gonna cause you to gain your weight, why don't you get the calories from a more nutritious or more nutritional value source? So instead of going for crackers, you can go for nuts, seeds. Instead of going for instant noodle, okay, you can just go for actually you can go for ramen. Yeah, for pasta because Look, a pasta you can just cook it in one minute, so it's quite instant for me.
All
Okay,
right, that
so
was a
we have
good plug there. Yeah, so go for love pasta instead of
yeah,
ramen
and then
instant
yeah, because
noodle.
it's actually made of edamame and soybean. It's very high in protein. So I try to avoid getting a lot of gluten or sugary food in my diet as well. So I
Okay.
actually opt for food that's high in protein. So yeah, because and it's only a minute, so it's also an instant pasta for me. And
Okay.
then for Milo, instead of going for Milo, you can just get a cooked powder. Okay. And then tea, this is fine because it's just plain tea. So long you don't go for anything that's 3-in-1 that has sugar or creamer inside, it's fine. Okay, milk is fine, or you can also go for, if you're having a lactose intolerant, you can go for almond milk, rice milk, oat milk. It's also very good. Okay, so whatever you have in your pantry, it also defines whatever you're eating as well.
Cool.
Okay, so tips to stay healthy. So get enough sunlight, eat nutrient-dense food, practice exercising daily, get enough sleep, and stay hydrated. So this probably look very general or very common. It's very easy for you to do, but I'd like to ask this question: how many of you actually fulfill all this on daily basis? Like, let's say, do you even get enough sleep every day? Because for us to be healthy, we need to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep, quality sleep. Okay, and it's also best for you to not sleep. Don't. Someone actually told me I get enough sleep. I sleep at 4 a.m. and then I wake up at 12 noon. So yeah, you're getting enough sleep, but that is not the right time to sleep. The right time to sleep is to sleep before 11 a.m. 11 p.m. Okay, and to wake up the next day 6 7 a.m. So that's the best time to sleep, to get enough sleep. So, and also to stay hydrated, you drink every day, drink water, don't drink bubble tea that often, get enough sunlight, okay? And then even that you're going for supplements, like probably you're having vitamin C or the supplements I mentioned earlier for immune boosting, if you don't pair it with this, especially nutrient dense food, okay, you won't be able to optimize your health as well. So it's very, very important that you practice this on daily basis to stay healthy. It looks simple, but it's not easy to practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree. Who is exercising daily?
Somebody commented that says that I don't need sleep.
Wow. How to
I don't
not
know
sleep
why.
and
Raymond lah.
I don't know why people comment like this. Yeah. Very rude.
Raymond, how many hours did you sleep last night?
Wow. A good 5 hours. Can I say that? A good 5 hours.
Good.
I did a cell regenerating meditation in the morning.
Meditation is actually really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all for my part, and now I'll pass it to Samantha.
Cool.
Okay, so basically, like what Jasmine mentioned, it's very important that we need to have that health lah. But at the end of the day, I would say everyone's health is not only about the employer, but also our employees' health are actually very important because they are the main assets that we have. So I think this is the main thing together. Yeah. Just Jasmine, next slide, please. So something that we can do now together is actually number one, the assessment which we have actually shared earlier. That one we can actually share with all our employees today. So we can actually ask them to self-check, are you in good health condition, or what are the things that you could improve? And number two is actually to load your pantry with healthier options. Of course, like you can choose Love Up if you want to, but no obligation. Yeah. And then the third one is actually to provide a basic nutrition talk to your own employee, because this is what we're doing in our company as well. So basically, Jasmine will give talk to them. We not that often, but 1 year at least we will have twice. And also we have product trainings and things like that. So everyone has very basic nutrition, I would say, knowledge at least. So you know what to eat and what you should not, or what are the things that you could substitute and things like that. And one thing is, another thing we can provide for you is actually if let's say there are employers here that you would like to share nutrition value with your employees, but you don't know how to talk or you don't know what to tell. So one thing, Jasmine is very kind here that she says we can provide another session for all the employees if they are interested. So if let's say OC allows it and also employers are okay with it, so probably you can have another session for those for everyone who wants to join. Yeah. Okay, next one. And one more is especially for OC community. Okay, so this one, if let's say, because we do understand that it is not, okay, I would say it is a little bit more pricey out there for healthy food or organic food. Yeah. So this one is something that we can do for you. You can log on to our web store. Sorry, the web store is not written here, is it? Okay, it's actually myloveearth.com. So you just head on to our web store and you can just use this voucher code to get 20% off your total bill. So it's something that we can provide to you and also for the exclusively for the OC members lah. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else? Yeah, no, that's all. So basically, just to let everyone know that at the end of the day, health is very important. Like what Jasmine shared earlier. Do you have any?
Yeah. So thank you so much. So I have a question. We have a couple of minutes left, so we can ask a couple of more questions. And guys, if you have any questions to ask with regards to nutrition, let's be real. None of you guys are healthy. I'm not healthy as well. So it is really time to be healthy and really ask them what is the next steps, right? So my question is around achieving this whole balance. So somebody like me who has a weak stomach, so I'm lactose intolerant. I'm caffeine intolerant, so I don't take caffeine. I'm sugar intolerant, so I don't take sugar. So I don't take sugar, I don't take milk, I don't take coffee. My stomach is intolerant to acid. I don't know whether that's even a word. So I generally avoid acidic stuff. So I'm always very scared or careful about really, taking proper nutrition. So for example, I don't take fruits.
Because it's too sweet, is it?
Yes, it's too sweet, or I don't enjoy the sugar. So then I don't achieve my suku separuh or things like that, right? Mine is probably separuh, right? Which is, I don't know, meat on one side and meat on the other side. Right? I don't take rice because so what is a good practice regards to nutrition? Right? I know you've shared quite a lot already.
Okay, so let's say if you're having lactose intolerant and you want to get the calcium from it, you can still opt for another options like a nut milk or even rice milk that's actually suitable for you. Okay, and let's say that you try to avoid rice. That's also good because you can actually get your carbohydrate from vegetables. Okay, or you can even get it from a whole grain bread as well if you do take bread. Okay, there's a lot of options.
Yeah, so a quick question here from Sha Win. How about almond milk?
Yeah, almond milk is fine.
It's fine? Okay, good.
It's fine. Okay, and then let's say that you don't go for fruits because it's sweet. Okay, there are actually a lot of fruits that are not sweet. So let's say you can go for especially berries. Okay, berries, most of it they are not sweet, not as sweet as watermelon, melons. Okay, or even some oranges, they're not that sweet as well. Okay, apples, green, you can go for green apples. Okay, so even bananas, they're not even sweet. So there are many types of fruits and vegetables. So like I say, you go for a rainbow because there are so many types of fruits and vegetables, and every color is important. Okay, so you actually try to name one out of one color. You can actually name one. So there are so many types. If you actually can, you do go back and list down. Okay, like each color category, you just name one fruits or one vegetables, and you can just pick it.
So does that
And
mean for every meal I have to have a meal with all colors?
no, no, no,
Like
no,
a
not
red,
necessarily.
green,
It's just that
blue,
make sure that
purple,
you have it,
yellow.
you know,
Okay.
over
In a
time.
whole day?
Yeah, yeah, in a whole day or even in a few days. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we have a question here. I'm not sure whether you've answered this already, but I'll just flash it up here. So a question here is that, the vulnerability may not only be for those that are over 60 years old, but those young and with unhealthy lifestyles like smoking, obese, excessive alcohol, and what type of nutrition would you suggest for this kind of young group of people with excessive alcohol, obese, smoking, and all that?
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's a really, really good question. But I'm sorry to say that you have to stop these habits.
Mm.
Okay, so it's
Stop it,
like
whoever you are, stop it.
okay. So I'll actually use this metaphor into a toxin. Okay, so you're trying to be healthy. You're getting all your nutrients. You're getting all your raw materials for your factory, but at the same time, you're still allowing toxins like even a polluted air into your factory. So even you're trying your best to maintain by giving the raw materials, but because you're having this pollution in your factory, in your body, in the end of the day, you won't be able to optimize your health as well.
Mm.
Yeah, it's there's no a specific type of nutrient that can help you if you're smoking or not, because all nutrients are important. Okay, like I mentioned, but of course, if you specifically want to boost your immunity, you can just go for a higher dosage on these immune boosting nutrients or supplements. But it's really, really important for you to stop these habits that are actually damaging your body.
Mm.
Okay, because you want to take care of the factory, you want to take care of your body and not to damage it.
Yeah.
All right. So try your best to reduce first. I wouldn't say that you can quit immediately, but reduce or even do it in moderate frequency. So the whole thing is whether your habits, your lifestyle, your nutrient, your diet, and everything. Moderation is the key.
Mm.
All right. So
Okay.
don't overdo it and don't do it. I mean, don't not eat it.
Okay. Cool. Right. It looks like we are probably almost time's up. So I just wanted to remind everybody that really we really have to look at this whole immunity thing when we are actually battling this whole pandemic, right? And it's not just about what do we do with regards to the business. I know that it's important, but really looking at the people that is working for us, right? Any last and final advice, Jasmine and Samantha? Probably one each on this whole situation and why health is important. Any last words?
I would say Jonathan and Raymond will be able to save our business, but we will need to save our staff in order to make sure our business run. Yeah. So basically, yeah, take good care of everyone's health. It's really important.
Jasmine, something word from
Okay.
you.
Yeah, so I would say it's if you realize that your habit or your lifestyle is unhealthy, okay, you can start by slowly to reduce it. Okay, you have to be persistent on anything that's healthy. Okay, don't just do it for the sake of taking pictures. All right, so you have to really practice it. Okay, you have to really be persistent. Okay, that is the lifestyle that you want to build to be healthy. Okay, supplements are important to supplement things or nutrients that you cannot absorb from your diet. Okay, and also not only that your body has to be healthy, your environment, especially at workplace, the family, and even yourself. So take good care of yourself, take good care of your body. Okay, because in the end of the day, wealth is a function of health and relationships, and even money. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks for those words. So thank you guys for coming on today and really just sharing about this very different topic about saving our businesses. And really, everybody has to have this inclination that everything starts with health, right? And this is a marathon that we're running here. This is not a sprint. It's not enough that we save our business now and then we don't have any more staff. because everyone is, the reality is if everyone is sick, how do we run our business, right? If everyone is not well, how do we grow our business? So we can only grow it, or we can only have this mode of growth with regards to business, is if we have everybody there with us, right? So this is a very important topic for me, and I wanted to thank you guys for sharing with us today. I wish you
Thank you
guys
so much.
all the best. Samantha, I wish you a great pregnancy.
Thank you.
Right? And so remember, guys, thank you so much for joining us. You guys here today. Since both Samantha and Jasmine actually suggested it, maybe we'll organize a session for everyone's employees, right? To get them all within a healthy mode moving forward, right? So we must make sure that everyone's safe for this journey to continue. All right? Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you guys for all joining in today. We will be going on to our next session next week. Do stay tuned, and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.
Bye.